July end or August you started.
Yeah.
From there, how many hours you were preparing each day for the exam?
Initially 3 hours because conceptually heavy, so you can't take in everything in one go.
But for the November attempt, did you solve all the question bank, everything, or is it was only reading?
It was a majority reading, and I've solved the question banks for the important chapters which were very new.
Which book you faced problem in the result basically?
In my result, the current issues was the problem.
What was the change in strategy that you did?
For the last attempt, I did not pay a lot of attention to crash course that you provide. But that really helped me in this attempt for revision.
And this time, GARP mock, what was the score?
Yeah, 45-ish, 48 and 45.
This time, which 2 books or 3 books you were confident in the exam also?
I had read operational risk, but I wasn't confident about it at all. I was very shocked when I found I got 1 in operational risk because I was very underconfident about it.
From your experience, any 3-4 points that students should remember when they are preparing for FRM Level 2 exam? Hello guys, I hope everybody is doing good. Hi, this is Ganesh Naik. I help finance professionals and students to excel in their career and become a better version of themselves. And I also help students who are preparing for competitive exams in finance like CFA, FRM, SCR and ACC. Now we have with me one of my students who has been able to clear the FRM Level 2 exam in this May 2025. And we're going to be talking about her journey of clearing FRM exam, specifically FRM Level 2, what challenges she faced and how she has been able to clear. Okay, she is coming here for the second time. For FRM Level 1 also she was here. Now for Level 2, she's going to be talking about her journey. So Unnati, thank you very much for joining in.
Yeah,
and for the audience, if you can give a brief, okay, when did you cleared Level 1? After that, what has happened?
Okay, so I cleared Level 1 in May last year. And then I attempted for the Level 2 in November, but I wasn't able to clear that. So I cleared that this May attempt, Level 2.
Now, last year, July, the results were out.
Right.
So you started preparing for Level 2 after that?
No, it's natural to procrastinate. Started in, I think, proper prep in August. Yeah, June, like July end to August. Yeah.
Okay.
Preparing.
And now, July end or August, you started.
Yeah.
From there, how many hours you were preparing each day for the exam?
Initially 3 hours because conceptually heavy, so you can't take in everything in one go. So I was doing 3 hours, but then it's very important to stay consistent, which I was not.
Okay.
Because if you are like, I did a chapter and you give the tests after chapter wise tests, and if you get a good score, is like you underestimate it. You don't know what's going to follow, like operational risk and everything. So then I think the last month I really slogged and did like 10 hours. Okay. Yeah.
And when did you complete your first reading for the November attempt?
November attempt, I think I completed very late. I think in November, start of November only. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were not that prepared.
I wasn't that prepared. As prepared as I should be now. Now that I know the curriculum. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then.
Because it is also festival season. People don't realize there's Ganesh Chaturthi, there's Diwali, and it's very easy to go awry. So I had to bring myself back, but I logged in for the May.
Okay. But for the November attempt, did you solve all the question bank, everything, or is it was only reading?
It was a majority reading, and I solved the question banks for the important chapters, which were very new.
Now, when you appeared for November, you could not clear. Which book you faced problem in the result, basically?
In my result, the current issues was the problem because the climate risk I did not like, and it was very vague. So, but this time the current issues is much better. They have removed the climate risk part, so that is better. But yeah, the climate risk book I saved faced an issue, and even liquidity risk.
Okay. In that attempt.
Yeah, in that attempt, I think I got a 3 in liquidity.
Now, when you could not clear, January, the results were out. What was the change in strategy that you did?
For the last attempt, I did not pay a lot of attention to crash course that you provide. But that really helped me in this attempt for revision. And rather than watching the lectures, which can exhaust you and it's very time consuming also, I was watching the crash courses for operational risk especially. It's much easier to get done because the volume is very high, so it's better to get through the portion with crash course for operational risk subjects like that.
But did you do the entire preparation again from scratch for all the books?
Yeah, technically, because in the last attempt, market risk, I got a good score in market risk, and I think credit risk also. So I was took that a bit slow, but operational risk I was very again anxious about.
Okay.
So I did that again properly. Yeah, it's very natural because you have read it. So it again, when you go to read it, your memory will trigger and you'll remember some concepts. But when there is a gap long enough, you tend to forget also if you're not practicing it.
Okay. But what was the one big challenge that you faced to prepare again?
At the end of your preparation, you are very just spent. You are very tired. You are like, yeah, I just want to give my exam now. I'm done studying. And then you give your mocks, with the GARP mocks especially. You get very discouraged sometimes if you don't get a good score, like if you're not scoring like 50, 60 or something, which I did not in my GARP attempt. But then, of course, I talked to you. You told me it's fine, like you can still get through.
And this time, GARP mock, what was the score?
I think I got a 45. Yeah, 45-ish.
Okay.
48 and 45.
And you were confident with that number?
No, not at all. I told you because I was not confident at all.
Okay. And what about the Fintelligent marks? What was the score you were getting?
So you provided 5 marks. So I gave, I think, 3 of them. Range of 40 to 50. I was not going above that in a way.
Now, in this attempt for May, when did you completed your entire full reading?
April mid, I think I was done. Like mostly April, I was done.
So with solving also?
With solving, yeah. That is the difference. Last time I wasn't solving as much, even, but this time I had solved.
April mid, what were you doing?
I used to ask myself some, like, okay, you know this concept. And if I'm not, I immediately go and see it in the book. Okay. So that also helps. And then a lot of mind maps I had made, like notes. Note taking really helps. I think in the curriculum, a lot of concepts get repeated. Like Merton model is in 2-3 books. So you can do one thing is you can take notes of like, okay, Merton model, and you put everything about Merton model in a note. It's very easy to refer back. Okay, this is a concept. If it's getting repeated multiple times, so you just make like topic wise rather than reading wise notes. It's much easier to do that way. Okay. Prepare that.
And this time, did you solve the sectional test also? While giving the exam?
Yeah, I've solved the first sectional test. Yeah, I solved. Yeah, solving questions is the most important. Throughout, yeah, I have made that mistake twice. Like I think, but that's the major difference because the language is different. It's an American exam. People forget, and if you're not very eloquent in English, you need to know. For especially last time, I think it was numerical heavy, but this time I got like 20 numericals. The rest of it was theory. So it is like operational. You need to understand the language immediately. You need to grasp on what they're asking exactly. So and immediately find that from the options. So it's much easier, to solve questions. If you have solved the questions, you're familiar what is to come.
Okay. The actual exam date.
Yeah.
Now I'm just comparing with November exam. How was that first 1 hour in both November and now?
First 1 hour I was done with like 20 questions. Not all of them properly also, but the first 1 hour goes slow. Then you don't understand where time goes after the first 1 hour. First 1 hour you are like, oh, you know what? Okay, you can breeze through. You understand a few questions. I found that in my exam, at the end I was getting the bigger questions and the more heavy lifting ones where I had to calculate a lot. I got at the end, so you don't underestimate. Like you immediately, if you think first few times you're getting good questions, immediately you're able to answer, but then it picks up.
Right. And out randomized. Of 80 questions, how many questions were calculation for you this time?
I got like I think 15, 20. 15.
And then everything else remaining, the theory was it manageable?
Yeah, theory is manageable. You can do it. I got like 4 numericals about it. So
and you were able to solve properly?
Yeah, I was able to solve. Okay. So that is there.
And this time, which 2 books or 3 books you were confident in the exam also?
I had read operational risk, but I wasn't confident about it at all. I was very shocked when I found I got 1 in operational risk because I was very underconfident about it. That was the major subject which was really scaring me. I got the risk management. I did not find a lot of like I was very actually confident in that, but I did not get that great of a score in risk management because I was like, okay, component one. I'm very confident I could solve like immediately, but they tend to like mix it up with a lot of concepts. So that
Okay.
is it.
And overall, if you look at the 80 questions, how many questions were really tough? How many questions were average, and how many questions were easy for you?
I would say chunk of it is average. Easy are very few. I would say like I think initially you get some easy questions. Most of it is they are longer. A bit
Okay.
of them are longer, but they are easy, but they're long. I think 10 is maybe 5 numericals were there which were indirectly you had to find out and I just guesstimated. If it is it's between average and difficult.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And from your experience, any 3, 4 points that students should remember when they're preparing for FRM level 2 exam?
Read operational risk and liquidity risk like just a bit even if you are able to read a page or two every day from the start of your prep, it will make it much easier by the end of it because because of the sheer volume of information.
Right.
Note taking very important, non-negotiable, solving garp mocks because I got two questions directly from the mocks,
Okay,
so
okay.
they just change a few things. So garp is non-negotiable, and just solving. I think even if you are missing out on solving a few, like if they take your you provide 5 mocks, if you're able to solve all of them, that is more helpful in a way. If you're not able to solve the sectional test, is fine once because you need to be able to sit for
For
4 hours
4 hours, and
and
yes.
just that directed concentration, like you need to be able to give. So that is it.
Okay. And what is the score that you've got now in this attempt?
I got a 3 in marketers, which I got 1 last time, but it's randomized, so I don't know. But I got 3, 2, 1, 2, 4 unfortunately in risk management,
But
and I got a 2
you
in
were
current issues.
prepared properly for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I was. I just when my exam was, I did not find actually. I felt the majority of it was credit risk and operational risk and liquidity risk.
Hmm.
I found a very few questions for market risk and current issues. I feel I did not have a lot of questions. Like in my last attempt, there were a lot of market risk questions in a way. So, and I was very prepared with market risk. So
And this time, how,
I was also very confident with market risk. But it is random, I see, that
and
is
what
there.
about the current issues? What was the quartile?
2.
Last time you got 4.
Yeah, last time I got 4. That was
Okay.
the only quartile I got 4 last time. So that is it. See, it is a randomized exam. You shouldn't. It's only way to feel like okay, I got unlucky or whatever. Is just to be very over prepared. If that is the only to like any reason it will of you maybe luck or whatever it plays into it, it will negate.
Right. So be very well prepared. Even if you're slightly down in one book,
Yeah,
it will
yeah,
not make
yeah.
a much of a problem for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just be very well prepared because then you will get good quartiles. It's possible. It's
Right,
yeah.
right. So wonderful. I mean, this conversation will help a lot of students,
Yeah,
especially level 1 interview of yours and level 2. If people can
yeah,
watch both and they can learn from your own experience of preparing for the exam,
yeah.
learning from your mistake, the one you said, solve the question back.
Questions,
That is very,
yeah,
very
very
important.
important.
And don't procrastinate
Yeah,
your preparation.
yeah.
So,
Don't
all,
underestimate it.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
So, thank you again. Thank you,
yeah.
Unnati, for taking
Welcome,
out
sir.
time and talking.